Are we up? Okay.
That's okay.
Call this Municipal Planning Commission meeting to order at 5 o'clock, July 19th. Is there anything from administration to put on the agenda?
Nope.
Nothing from...
Nothing new.
Okay, Bruce?
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
All in favor? That's carried. All right. We need, has anyone looked at the minutes and seen anything that's out of order? No?
I'll make the motion that we accept the minutes as presented.
All those in favor? That's carried. All right. Joan and Peter?
Yep. So we're moving right into item, what number is this?
5.1.
5.1. This is for development permit application 15039-2023. The applicant owns a 9.27 acre parcel with the legal description of Plan 9220929, Block 1, Lot 3, which is part of Southwest 95911 west of the 5th. And the application is for a transport contractor business minor again. The lot is zoned country residential, and a contractor business minor is a discretionary use. It was referred to the infrastructure department, and there is no issues, and just requested the applicant keep in mind the road bans that are placed on during the springtime. And the infrastructure department bans and overload and road use permits. It was advertised as a discretionary use for 2 weeks. Local newspapers and letters were sent to adjacent landowners with no letters of concern received to date. It is my recommendation that the Municipal Planning Commission approve development permit 15039-2023 for transport contractor business minor with the following conditions. And would you like me to read those?
You wish of the board?
No, I've read through them all.
Okay. Is there any discussion on any of the location or? Does anything pop out at anybody? Okay.
I do have a question. It's kind of, I'm not sure question, more of a concern, but I do know that the main road feeding into that there is one of our cold mix roads. And we currently have issues with a lot of our cold mix roads not holding up and turning them back and trying to figure out ways to keep that. And there are other heavier down a couple of subdivisions there where there are people that drive heavier traffic back and forth all the time. And there's lots of complaints from residents in that area currently about the condition of the roads. So I'm just wondering what the roads are going to look like if we put more heavy traffic on those roads.
Right, and it was referred to infrastructure with no concerns, but it is, they are restricted to only the 2 trucks. It's a discretionary use in country residential, so I'm not really sure what else I can add to that.
Like I said, it's just a concern that I have with.
Bruce?
Through the chair. That road that follows the highway, you turn into Bison Road, and then you follow the highway. That road isn't Bison Road. The frontage along the highway is not.
Service road, access through the road there. So it is.
Yeah.
Service through
Yeah, and that one's gravel.
Okay, sorry, I thought that was.
No, Bison Road is oiled. But you only
the
turn on and
subdivision
then
down from that's also cold mix as well. I thought the inner area in between was. Okay.
Good concern.
Okay, is there anything else?
I'm prepared to make the motion that we accept application 15-043-2023.
no.
Oh, sorry.
039.
I'm in the wrong one, my
Yeah.
apologies.
039.
039, sorry, with the conditions as listed.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, I guess call the question. All in favor? Okay, let's pass, so let's move on to 5.2.
5.2, so this is application 15-043-2023. The applicant resides on a 8.78 acre parcel with the legal description part southeast 5913 west of the 5th, plan 7211248, block 1, lot 10. The application is for a dwelling, single detached, as well as the discretionary use secondary suite. So the application is for the secondary suite that will be used as the primary residence temporarily as the old home burned down, and we'll add the in-law suite to the existing shop where they'll reside until that residence is built. It is zoned country residential, not two. And the secondary suite is a discretionary use and requires a PC approval. If you want to outline some of the parts of secondary suites, but most of them are outlined in the conditions here, that it be no larger than the floor area, larger than the associated dwelling, secondary suites that are externally separated from the principal building with which it is associated shall not be permitted on parcels less than 5 acres. A secondary suite that is externally separated from the principal dwelling shall be designed, sited, constructed, finished, and sited in a manner that is visually compatible in the opinion of the development authority with the residential character of the adjacent neighboring lands and the neighborhood in general. It is my recommendation. It was advertised in the local newspapers for 2 weeks, and adjacent landowner letters were sent for the opportunity to comment, and none were received. It is my recommendation that the Municipal Planning Commission approve development permit 15-043-2023 for a primary residence and secondary suite with the following conditions. And would you like me to read those?
I went through the conditions.
No? Okay,
Chair, I do have a question.
question?
Through the chair to Peter, I just actually was curious what was the timeline on rebuilding the new house? And how does that work? Has there been plans for the house submitted or something that shows us what the square footage of the intended dwelling is so that we have something to compare it to with the square footage of the suite?
They are rebuilding the house at the exact same size as it was before. The shop is, they're just converting the loft part of it
Okay,
to a residence. So the foundation remained. So they're gonna just rebuild on that, and then they have the timeline for that would be they have a year to start significant work on the house, and if they don't, they'd have to apply for an extension on the house if they haven't started, which he is aware of.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Dave?
I'll move that the Development Office approves development permit application 15-043-2023 with a list of conditions.
Is there any more discussion? If not, I'll call a question. All in favor? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's related to this,
Okay.
but more at an information level. So, remember we just had that conversation around the $1,000 your house burned down thing? Did they receive that?
Not to my knowledge. Now, they were in the process of purchasing it,
Oh,
so I think, and the previous owner was already out of it, I think when the fire happened. And they decided to purchase it anyway.
okay.
So yeah, we're dealing,
I just,
yeah.
I just
Because that
rang
was
a
my
bell
initial
today.
thought when I heard that the residence had burnt down. I wonder if we provided them that 1,000. And then I found out that it had been listed and the people were apparently out of it. And yeah, but the purchaser is the gentleman that they decided to buy it anyway, and they'll just rebuild in that location.
Hopefully there was insurance on the overlap.
Hopefully, yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay, so.
That's it, sorry,
Nope.
I know it's unrelated, it was
Yeah.
more of a,
Okay,
if I don't say those things when I'm thinking about them,
Yeah.
they're gone.
okay, are we good then with moving on to 6.1 subdivision application?
Okay, so this is subdivision application 2023 sub 06. The proposed subdivision application is to create two residential parcels approximately 7 and 9.88 acres plus or minus from a 58.51 acre parcel on the part northeast 245913 west of the 5th. The property is zoned country residential, and the proposed parcels conform to the requirements of subsection 3A and B as a residential parcel and meets the density provisions on the quarter section. This brings the density on the quarter section to 6 parcels. It was referred to infrastructure, where they had said that the approach locations indicated are good, will need to be built to county standards, and recommend meeting with infrastructure manager and contractor before construction. There is an existing septic system on the existing parcel that will need to be inspected by an accredited inspector and will need to be provided to the county. The existing system will need to meet provincial guidelines and setback requirements from the new property lines. Water table testing is required as the proposed parcel is under 10 acres in size. A stormwater management plan is, however, not required. A water availability study to ensure well be established. Subdivision density is more than 5 parcels per quarter section. It was referred to landowners with inquiries or letters of concern received. It was also referred to a number of agencies with which there were some comments. No concerns from Alberta Forestry, Parks and Tourism, and as well Alberta Transportation would like a dedicated 30-meter service road right away by caveat is required along the highway frontage as shown in the attached plan and shall be added as a condition of subdivision approval, which it has been. The Municipal Government Act requires that states that municipal reserves are required and to be collected and payable as money in lieu of reserved. The amount shall be equal to 10% of the appraised value of the parcel of land to be subdivided. It is my recommendation that the Municipal Planning Commission consider approval for subdivision application 2023 sub 06 in consideration for the following reasons. Would you like me to read those?
No, I've gone through them.
That's fine.
Nope. Bruce?
Through the chair to Peter. It looks like the highway cut this section off the quarter. When they put the highway through, they cut this piece of land, so that was kind of a natural subdivision.
Right.
Originally,
Yeah, I've got no problem with it. Maybe just one other thing. So you're saying the parcel at the bottom, with 41.51 acres, do they have to make a service road down to that?
So when they're, for future subdivision, there will need to be a service road developed. There is that approach there, but Alberta Transportation doesn't consider that a permanent approach. So if there was to be a residence there, it would need to, it has access here,
Yeah.
off the service road, and then anything other than that would need to have
Just,
a service road built. Yeah.
I'm just, was wondering if they have to do it right away.
No,
yeah.
it's going to be registered on title that it will need to be. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, is there, Tricia?
I'm just prepared to make the motion that we accept subdivision 2023 sub 06 application with the conditions as described.
No more discussion? Okay. Call the question, all in favor?
Motion carried.
Okay, now we'll go down to the information items. These are the development permits that have been approved since by the development officers. Is there anything that anyone would like to bring up on 7.1?
If there's no other thing, I'll move that we accept the information items as presented.
So we'll need two motions for 7.1 and then 7.2.
One, this would be for the development permits, and then we would need one for the subdivisions.
For 7.1.
Okay. Alan moves. Any more discussion? All in favor? Carried. Okay, 7.2. Information items as far as the subdivisions registered since January 2023. Is there any?
I'll try and sneak in here.
Okay,
with the,
John.
Last one, I don't see any issues with anything, so I'll make a motion that the municipal planning commission adopt the information items subdivisions registered since January 2023 as information.
All those in favor? That motion's carried. I guess the next meeting is that going to be the 16th of
The
August?
16th of August at 5 p.m. Yep, we have
Okay,
subdivisions. Hoping to squeeze some more things in there. We'll try.
Can I just ask, is council's meeting that day
And before,
at the fort?
yeah, that might be
Yeah, I seen Corinne had sent an update to it, that it was
It's
at
a
Fort
9:30
Assiniboine.
yeah, she just
9:30,
did
yeah.
today, so.
Should be okay.
Should be all right?
It's not 9:30 morning at the fort, so
Okay,
Think we can be here for 5?
once Peter stays under control.
I'd like to say thank you to you guys again for the great job you did on the public consultation. I've got nothing but good from all of the folks there. They were incredibly happy, not only the way that was presented, but the format that you did it in. And I think it put out a lot of fires, so thank you for that.
Good, good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, on that, just a question. Have you guys got much from the online responses yet?
No, I've gotten a decent number, probably like a dozen responses from people that attended. We did just start the ad hasn't come out, it might have come out
It'll
today.
come out, I think.
Today because we did put it on our website at the beginning of last week, but the ad came out, and then I had Dawn, who was away last week, send it to her Ag Service Board members this on Monday, so maybe we'll get some more online responses from people that weren't able to attend as the time comes. They have until the end of the month if anybody asks.
Yeah, so any counselors have got farmers in their area, please direct them to our website, just to have a look at those proposed changes. It's probably the significant one in the document. We went through it yesterday with the consultant, and if there was any other hot spots that we thought might need the generation of another meeting like we had, and we don't foresee anything. I think we can pretty much bring it to probably the Municipal Planning Commission for a review, and then we'll take it to GNP for council to review, and then probably have another public open house, because if the comments come from you folks, we can do those changes before we farm it out to neighboring municipalities, the public, and then we can then go through the public hearing process after that.
Great. All right. Thank you very much. We have one more. Dave?
Well, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All those in favor? Thanks, guys.